Hi everybody, it's me, Elisa. Welcome back to Elisa's Adventures in Cruising. Thanks for watching. Before I forget, because I always forget, please hit that subscribe and like button if you enjoy watching my videos. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Today I wanted to talk about what else am I packing for my cruise. I have before me I think it's 10 essentials, things that I just keep in my bag so that I have them for every cruise. Some of them are oldies but goodies, and some of them are newer. Some of them I need to update a little bit, get a little bit more high tech, but I'm just gonna go through them with you guys one by one. Now, I happen to be someone who is prone to motion sickness. Always have been. Roller coasters, car rides, airplanes, trains, you name it, I feel it. So my very first couple of cruises were not very fun for me because I was suffering from motion sickness. I think I had Dramamine at the time, and with the Dramamine it's perfectly fine, but if you really need it for motion sickness, you have to continually take it every couple of hours or so. So now I do get a prescription from my doctor for the patch. If you've cruised before, you may have seen people with the little round, looks like a little round Band-Aid behind their ear. It is this transdermal patch that you leave on, and it continuously, I guess, is releasing the medication to help you stay not sick. I know that was very technical, I'm sorry. But anyway, the patches are great. You put it on, you kind of forget about it. You change them out every 3 days, and then you don't have to worry about it. With the Dramamine, if you're going to have drinks or 2 or 3, it will also affect how you're feeling, meaning you will feel those drinks a lot stronger, a lot loopier, a lot whatever. So I really prefer the patch. I don't seem to have those side effects. But again, I am someone who is very prone to motion sickness, and I know that. So I have my patch, but I also have my backups. I have the C-bands. If you guys are familiar, they come in a little pack like that, normally 2 in there, and they're very inexpensive. I want to say these were, I know prices are going up all over the place like crazy right now, but these were about $3 to $4 for the set of 2, and it's just this little wristband that you put on. It works on by acupuncture. It has a little diagram that it comes with to show you exactly where to line it up. Hopefully you can see that on your wrist, so you're putting it on the right pressure point. And again, you put this on and go, and hopefully you will not be feeling the effects of the rocking of the ship. Now, the bigger ships, I know everyone says, oh, the big ships, they have the stabilizers. All the ships now, modern cruise ships, have the stabilizers. But again, if you're someone who's prone to motion sickness, that may or may not be enough for you. I would have something just in case, because it's not just the little, oh, your stomach feels a little bit upset. It's you're nauseous, you have a headache, you're dizzy, you're just miserable, and don't want to do anything. And who has time for that? You're on a cruise ship. You want to have time for everything else fun besides laying on your bed because you're feeling sick. So I recommend the C-bands as well as a backup. It's actually pretty funny. When my last trip I went on with my cousins, and we were pulling up to the cruise port, about to unload our luggage, and we were all kind of doing the last minute check. Hey, do you have this? Do you have that? Before we get out of the car. And my cousin realized, like, oh man, I forgot to put my C-band on, and I have no idea where it was. I'm like, I got you. I have extra, and I know exactly where it was. So I hopped out of the car, reached into my suitcase right before the porters took it for me, grabbed one of these, and was able to give her one quick so she could have it. Of course, we had a little more time because, as I said, that was just when we were approaching the ship and about to start the embarkation process. But I don't want anybody to be motion sick. Again, if you've felt it before, if you've been seasick before, it's not fun. Like I mentioned, Dramamine, Bonine is another thing. I have it in my purse or my carry-on just in case. Excuse me. I hear folks talking about ginger chews for the nausea. I have not tried those yet, but I will, just to know whether or not that's something that would work for me as well. I think it would probably be fine for the nausea, but again, I know that I need a little more help than that. So, but try the ginger chews. I think there's ginger gum, there's tea as well. If you just want to have something handy in case you do get that nausea feeling. They do keep Dramamine, or maybe it's Bonine, some type of seasickness tablets at the guest services desk. You can go and ask for them without a charge. Although right now, when you're traveling, I know the guest services desk lines have been really, really long. And if you need something quick, I would not count on them having something readily available for you right now. I would bring a few things just to have, just in case. So that's item number one for me. Gotta have my coverage for my seasickness. The second thing I have, which is a newer item for me, it is a portable air purifier. I don't know if you guys can see this. I got this one from Amazon. I am sure they probably sell them other places. I'm thinking of Target for example, but I have not looked specifically for this size. Anyway, I like this little portable size. I do use air purifiers at home. Oops. I do use air purifiers at home, and I just like the idea of having this little one that you can also put in your cabin and, feel like you have a little extra protection. That's not to say that there's anything wrong with the cruise ships. I find them all to be perfectly clean and sanitary, but with everything that's been happening for us all for the last couple years, I just really like the idea of having that extra little protection. And this one has 3 speeds, and then you just turn it on. I set it by the bedside table, and yeah, just turned it on whenever I was in the cabin. Like I said, I got this one off of Amazon. I'll try to put the link below in the description just so you guys can see it and check it out for yourself. I'm sure there are many other brands, but this one looked like a good size, a good price, and so I tried it and I really like it. So I'm gonna carry this with me as often as I can. It does have a replaceable filter, so I'm gonna get some extra filters to have as well. So that's my air purifier. Along those lines, my next item is sort of in the safety category as well. And this is a little travel kit of travel sanitizer essentials. I know the mask mandates are not in effect on the cruise ships now, although I've heard that a couple, I believe it was Norwegian, is requiring the mask again on certain on certain cruises. So the overseas, I think that specifically the person was talking about the cruise to Norway. Maybe it was Alaska as well. But anyway, I just think it's a good idea to keep masks handy to always have some just in case, because we don't know. You might get to a port of call and they have decided that they want everyone wearing masks. You might get on the ship and feel like, I hear a lot of coughing, I hear a lot of symptoms going around me, even though everyone is tested negative to get on board, and want to throw on a mask. You want to have a wipe to wipe down the area that you're sitting in, the tray. Just wipe your hands, hand sanitizer. So I like this little, again, I like this little set just to keep in the bag just in case. This actually I got, I see the tag on the back. I got it from Big Lots for $5. So I will just keep this in my bag. I had just some loose masks as well that I just keep in a baggie, and I'm just gonna have just in case I need a mask. So that's that. My next item is this phone case. It's actually a little crossbody deal that you can put on like that and be hands-free on the ship. Now you might see it, folks with lanyards on with their either the cruise ship or the cruise name or cruise line logo on them, and it's the same kind of concept. I wanted to be able to have my phone handy, of course, because I'm using it to take pictures, but I also wanted to be able to have the sail and sign card, and this one had this particular case had the little pocket that you could use like that and have it all handy and not worry about having to carry a purse around with me on the cruise ship. I would normally just have the sail and sign card and be ready to go, but then what are you going to do with your phone or your camera that you're taking pictures? Either you're worried about having in your pocket or a strap or something else to keep track of it, because you lay things down and then it's like, oh my gosh, where is that? Nobody wants to be without their phone these days, and on a cruise ship for your pictures and videos alone, you want to have that handy. So I did get this case off of Amazon. Of course, where's everybody shopping these days? Amazon. And I like it. If I wasn't worried about having the phone, I would just use one of the other lanyards that I was talking about on the ship with the little pocket, or some of them just have like a little clip. You can clip the card. This one doesn't have that, but oh, there it does. Has a little hole there that you can clip to. I actually got this is a lanyard as well from the casino. They will give them to you free. Haha, wonder why. So that you can just put your card into the slot machine and easily start playing the games. So just a good tip. Like I said, if you want to go into the casino and ask for one of these, they will give them to you for free. So that's my phone case. Next, now this is kind of an oldie but a goodie. I am looking for something a little more updated, but low tech also works. This is just an extension cord. If you're familiar with the cruise ship cabins, there are not a lot of outlets in the cabin for you to charge up your things. So just having a couple of extra plugs helps out a lot. Now, depending on how many people are in the cabin with you, just think of all of the phones, the smartwatches, the tablets, the computers, everything that you're trying to charge, and you're looking at one outlet. So I've been carrying the extension cord for a while. Again, this is just a regular plain extension cord, not with the surge protector. They will not allow the surge protector, so don't grab your power strip with the surge protector. I know here in Florida we all have those because we're worried about the electronics at home. So you don't want to take the surge protector on the ship. So invest in another either a power strip without that, an extension cord. I'm actually gonna look for, I know they have them, I just don't have one yet for my travels, a mini charging hub that again you can plug into the outlet and then from there put in your USBs to charge up, because it's amazing how many electronics we have now. And like I said, if there's more than one person in the cabin trying to charge something, it's a little like, okay, are you done? Can I use the outlet now? I need to do that. Now, I usually stay in an outside cabin, an ocean view, or a balcony view. Those, again, they usually have the one outlet over the desk area. There may be another outlet in the suites, but again, the more electronics you take with you, the more plugs you're looking for. So low tech, or get some sort of hub to help you have enough space to plug in and charge up. So that's something handy for the cabin. Another thing, now this is a newer item that I've just started carrying with me. It's not a new item, it's new to me, that I just started carrying with me. It is a set of magnetic hooks. The cruise ship cabin walls are metal. So, oops, they're all clumped together. But if you take a hook and you put it onto the wall, it's a good spot to hang up things. If there's more, like I said, if there's more than one person in the cabin, it's just like being at home where everybody's like, where's my lanyard? Where's my hat? Where's my mask? But these hooks, if you have them, you could easily have one for every person you're traveling with. You hang your mask on the wall, you hang your lanyard on the wall, and then you know where it is. It's a good visual, and then you're less likely to forget it as you're heading out the door. You can put them right by the door of the cabin so you see it as you're going out, but again, depending on how many people are in the cabin, if you know how everybody ends up claiming their little space. So your little area, you put up your hook or two and you hang your things. So at first when I saw these, someone else was talking about them, I was kind of like, hooks? But I have to say they are very handy, and it helps you stay a little more organized. If you're like me, it's kind of a visual. You're looking, you get up and you see your stuff hanging in front of you. You're gonna, oh, okay, there it is. So I do recommend the hooks. I know they come in all different sizes. I believe this is, I think these were like a 10-pound weight, so I wasn't planning on hanging up too much, but I guess if you have something heavier that you're worrying about hanging, you could get the ones that can handle a little more weight. Very handy. I did get these off of Amazon as well, and I will put the link in the description, so you can find those as well. Actually, when I did my Dollar Tree video, I was looking for hooks as well, because I've heard folks have found hooks in the Dollar Tree. I did not find any, but I have these now and I like them, so I will keep them in my bag. The next one again is another sort of low-tech item, but works just the same. And it is just a little packet of laundry detergent, just to have handy if you need to rinse anything out. You get a stain, you get a spot, or if you want to go do a quick load of laundry in the laundry room, you already have a set or a packet of detergent to go. I'm sure they sell detergent in the laundry room as well, but laundry room prices are not going to be cheap. Why spend $10 on that detergent and fabric softener if you could have just easily have brought some from home? So this is just a little packet of Tide. Like I said, it's it's in this handy little pouch, so you could just keep it forever and ever in your bag if you have to wash something out, if you want to rinse your bathing suits or something. Handy dandy. Oop, I gotta have a hook trying to escape the pack there. I don't know if I showed this before, but Obviously, my walls at home are not magnetic, but just to show you that they do have a good, they do grip pretty well. Again, another sort of oldie but goodie is a set of binoculars. Now, I don't even remember where I got these binoculars from. Honestly, they may have been my daughter's when, you know how kids go through their I Spy, they're gonna be secret agent phases. These may have been hers, but I just keep them now in my travel bag, especially for the cruises. If you've ever been on a cruise, there are times when you're just sort of, well, you have sea days, and you may be slowly coming into port, or you may be docked offshore, and you see something over in the distance. You're not quite sure what it is, but you have your handy dandy binoculars and you can see. I think it's personally pretty cool when there's several ships lined up out in the ocean and you get to see who all else is out there. So that's something that I would use them for, or if you're going on excursions that you want to be able to see close up, they're handy for that too, like whale watching, dolphin excursions, that kind of thing. Again, I've had these for years. I don't even know what a set of binocular goes for these days, but I mean, I wouldn't spend a lot of money on it, but just a pair, just to grab and be able to explore a little bit more and see what's out on the ocean and around the ship. So binoculars. I mentioned like having these for an excursion. Excursion is a whole other thing we can talk about another day, but just in thinking about your excursions, I know times are changing. Things are opening up more, and we're able to go off the ship more than just the immediate port areas. But just a warning for people to be careful and to remember that we are traveling to foreign countries, and everyone has had their hard times during the pandemic. From what I'm hearing, some vendors are being a little more aggressive in trying to get you to come and purchase things from them or come and see what they have. So just be mindful of your surroundings, and if you're not really interested in buying something, don't let them put a bracelet on and then not want to pay for it. Don't let them put the animal, the bird, the macaw, the monkey on your shoulder and then think that you don't want to pay for the picture. They are dependent on the tourism dollars, and if we're going to go and visit and then sort of partake in that little service, they expect to be paid. So if you have a policy of not carrying cash or of not wanting to frequent those merchants, be aware they're going to be heavier in the areas that we're traveling to now. So there's that. But anyway, my next item is a shawl. Now, I normally would have some kind of hoodie, a sweater, a lightweight jacket, just in case, but in particular, in the evenings on the ship, it's a little chilly. Ladies, if you're wearing dresses with, either off-shoulder, strapless, whatever, or just a dress in general, you might find that it's pretty chilly sitting in the theater, sitting in the little venues that the shows are happening in, and you're like, is it me or is it really cranked up the air conditioning in here? I would have some sort of wrap just to not be sitting there shivering. It gets cold. So a little shawl, a little sweater, something to keep yourself warm while you're trying to enjoy the show. So my next is, that's funny. Sorry, my little camera stand here. Okay, so my next item that I always carry with me is a beach bag. I really like the canvas style bags. You guys have seen these all before. They come, you know, you get a plain bag, you get your initials, you can get a logo kind of bag, but they're handy. I really like those for the beach. This one has a towel in it. I don't normally carry my own towels on the cruise, just because they provide them with you, they provide them for you on the ship. And also, if you're on the private island, you can sign them out there as well. The only thing I can see why people would want to bring their own towels, because they will charge you. I believe it's $25 per towel if the towel does not get turned back in or goes missing. But to carry your own towels gets a little bit bulky and heavy for the suitcase. I can understand, especially if you're traveling with children, why you might want to go ahead and bring your own towels, or if this size bag is not enough to carry everything around with you that you need for the activities. But you definitely want to have some kind of bag. I have a smaller tote bag that I have used as well, but what I really like to do is get the bags from the vendors when you visit the port. You know, they're super colorful, or they have, it's a good souvenir. It has the name of the port that you're visiting, the Bahamas, Cancun, Cozumel, whatever, and it's just a good little souvenir. And plus, I need to continue building up my own collection. I've been borrowing them from my mom, and I don't think she wants to share anymore. That's another story. Anyway, you want some kind of bag, a beach bag, a backpack, a tote bag, something to carry around your items as you are touring the island or visiting one of the beach excursions. Item that I always have with me whenever I travel on a cruise, and maybe this should have been number one, but I get seasick, so you know what was number one for me, is, give me a minute, drum roll, my handy dandy hat and sunglasses. You need them. Even if you live in Florida and you think you're used to the heat and to the sunshine, the Caribbean sun is really strong. I highly recommend a hat. Doesn't have to be this hat, because of course this is my hat. But a hat and sunglasses. You'll be squinting the whole time, you know, ended up with a headache from all of that if you don't have a hat and sunglasses. Just some sun protection, folks. So those are my items. I hope they are a help for you to think of things that you need to pack with you as well. Again, these are just things that I carry with me on every cruise. Everybody's going to have their own list of things, but these are my handy dandy tried and true. And let me know if any of you have, especially like the Air Purifier, let me know if those are things that you carry with you as well. If you have a recommendation on the mini charging hub that I was talking about, let me know. I would love to hear. But in any event, get your bag packed, head off on your cruise, and have an amazing time. Thanks again for watching, everybody. Don't forget to like and subscribe the video below, and stay tuned for the next adventure.